In the colossal world of Marvel Comics, strength isn't just about muscles, it's about heart, endurance, and the stories that shape these heroes. Today, we pit two of the most iconic powerhouses against each other in a battle that fans have debated for decades: The Thing versus Colossus. These two giants may share similar physical traits, super strength, near invulnerability, and loyalty to their teams, but their paths, personalities, and power sources set them apart in striking ways. Ben Grimm, better known as The Thing, is one of the original members of the Fantastic Four. Bombarded by cosmic rays during a space mission, Ben's body transformed into orange, rock-like skin, granting him immense strength and durability. Despite his gruff exterior, Ben is full of heart. He's a street-smart, blue-collar hero who never backs down from a fight. On the other hand, we have Piotr Rasputin, better known as Colossus. A Russian-born mutant and long-standing member of the X-Men, Colossus possesses the mutant ability to transform his entire body into organic steel, drastically increasing his strength and durability. Unlike Ben, Colossus is calm, philosophical, and driven by a deep sense of duty and compassion for others. At a glance, these two seem to be equals, but as we peel back the layers of their feats, powers, and personalities, the victor might not be who you think. Let's dive into this titanic showdown. Origins and powers. The Thing's origin is steeped in cosmic science fiction. During a space mission with Reed Richards, Sue Storm, and Johnny Storm, Ben was exposed to cosmic radiation, mutating him into a creature of immense strength and resilience. His signature rocky form is not just armor, it's a symbol of his burden and sacrifice. Ben can lift over 100 tons under extreme conditions and is often regarded as one of the physically strongest beings on Earth. He's fought the Hulk, overpowered massive monsters, and gone toe-to-toe with gods. What makes him even more impressive is that he's not a trained martial artist or a genius scientist, he's a fighter who learned from life. Colossus, however, is a mutant whose powers manifested in his teens. When he transforms, his skin becomes organic steel, rendering him nearly invulnerable and boosting his strength to extreme levels. Unlike The Thing, Colossus's transformation is voluntary. At peak form, he can lift 100 tons, withstand energy blasts, survive high-caliber weaponry, and even endure hits from Juggernaut and Red Hulk. He's also been powered up multiple times, most notably when he took on the mantle of the Juggernaut himself, gaining mystical enhancements from Sidorak that made him a virtually unstoppable force. In terms of sheer power, both have incredible feats. But while Ben's strength remains consistent with very gradual growth, Colossus's power can vary significantly depending on his form and enhancements. The Juggernaut Colossus, for instance, is a completely different beast compared to his usual self. Fighting style and experience. Ben Grimm is a brawler in every sense of the word. He was a trained pilot and a soldier before becoming The Thing, and he has years of hand-to-hand combat experience under his belt. He fights with a mix of brute force, military discipline, and street fighting instinct. His countless battles against powerful foes like the Hulk, Namor, and even Galactus's heralds have sharpened his instincts and resilience. Ben isn't just strong, he's durable, battle-tested, and relentless. He keeps fighting even when the odds are stacked against him. Colossus, meanwhile, is more of a disciplined fighter. He has been trained in the X-Men's combat programs and has fought against some of Marvel's most dangerous enemies, including Sentinels, Magneto, Apocalypse, and more. Piotr's fighting style is more reserved and controlled, using his strength with precision rather than wild force. However, he lacks Ben's battlefield grit. Colossus often hesitates to use his full strength, due to his kind-hearted nature and fear of causing unnecessary harm. This moral restraint, while admirable, sometimes holds him back in all-out brawls. However, when Piotr sheds his restraint, like during his Juggernaut phase, he becomes terrifying. His strikes become more brutal, and his approach more direct. That being said, those instances are rare, and under normal circumstances, Piotr's composed demeanor could work against him in a no-holds-barred battle. Key battles in comic history. Marvel has gifted us with multiple encounters between these two titans. One of the most memorable is in Marvel 2-in-1 Annual Number 1, where the Thing fights Colossus during a classic team-up event. The outcome was ambiguous, with no clear winner, showing how evenly matched they can be. In another instance, during the X-Men vs. Fantastic Four storyline, the teams clashed again with similar stalemates. However, during Colossus's time as the Juggernaut in Uncanny X-Men Volume 2 number 543, he demonstrated that he could overpower characters who previously outmatched him. While they didn't fight in this state, many fans speculate that Juggernaut Colossus could overpower the Thing. Yet, it's important to note that this form of Colossus isn't his base level. Ben Grimm has more solo feats than Piotr. He's fought the Hulk multiple times and has held his own. While Hulk usually wins due to his limitless rage-powered strength, the fact that Ben can survive and return to fight again speaks volumes. He's also defeated foes like Blostar, Annihilus, and even battled Silver Surfer briefly. These battles highlight Ben's toughness and refusal to quit. Colossus, on the other hand, often fights alongside the X-Men, meaning his solo showings are fewer. His strength is unquestionable, but his durability has been breached more often than Ben's. Against foes like Nimrod or Juggernaut, he's suffered defeats that expose his vulnerabilities. Final verdict: who wins? So, when the dust settles, who takes the crown in this heavyweight showdown? In base form, without mystical enhancements, the Thing holds the edge. He's more experienced, has a stronger will to fight, and has showcased higher durability across multiple comic eras. His raw strength may be comparable to Colossus, but his battle instinct and ability to endure punishing fights give him the advantage. Colossus is powerful, but his calm nature, reliance on teamwork, and hesitation in brutal fights put him at a disadvantage in a one-on-one clash. Unless he taps into his Juggernaut form, which technically isn't his natural power, he doesn't quite match Ben's resilience or savage determination. That said, in a matchup where both are pushed to their limits, and especially if Colossus uses any external enhancements like the Juggernaut power, the fight could swing the other way. But that's a different Colossus entirely. If we're sticking to their core versions, the rock-hard Thing versus the steel-armored Colossus, Ben Grimm walks away with a hard-fought victory. This isn't just a battle of brawn, it's a clash of character. And in the end, it's not just how hard you hit, but how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's the Thing's spirit. And that's why he wins. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.